Hi everyone, I hope everyone had a good week of training. My deload this past week went very well. I actually cut it down to be a day shorter than what I was planning. My original plan for my deload week was to have it Monday through Saturday, a day off on Sunday, and then resume my normal training on Monday, but I decided to use Friday yesterday because I'm recording this video on Saturday. I used Friday as an assessment day to see how my IT band was feeling, because that has been the biggest variable of how much volume I can do as far as my different lifting movements with that. So I used Friday, I did some hack squats and also some lunges. The reason I did those is a Juggernaut training video, or a Juggernaut YouTube video that I was watching that gave some recommendations about some different things, and I'll actually put a link to that down below because I think it's a really informative video, and it relates directly to me because they talked about the difference between someone that is back and posterior chain dominant or someone that's quad dominant with their lifting. But I won't talk about that too much now. But essentially I used yesterday as that sort of assessment to get some of that movements in just because of that video I watched, but also to see how my IT band would hold up. And they held up very well. I mean, I was a little bit sore, my butt was a little bit sore, my quads a tiny bit sore, but as far as my IT band went, like, it was feeling really good. So I decided to make today a regular training day. So this is my training session that I did today is actually the first week of my next 3 weeks of training with that, and that won't really change anything. I'm still going to try to accrue as much volume in a 3-week span that I can, and then do a week of deload. I don't think I'll ever have a deload, if I'm planning correctly, that is less than 5 days, because I think that's the minimum amount at least, because I wasn't feeling really good until yesterday with that. But if need be, then I would push the deload to be 6 or perhaps even 7 days, and I could even make a deload where I don't do quite as many workouts, or I do less, or whatever it need be. It was just kind of going by feel and not really worrying about being a hero, as I say sometimes in the gym. And kind of what I mean by that is just trying not to do extra reps and be crazy with any sort of movements, and try to be really conservative with everything, and just try to move everything quickly and efficiently, and not trying to do too much, because really the goal during the deload week is not to really build, but it is to recover with that. So it's something that's hard to do, especially when you're doing speed work, because the only negative side of speed work is that everything feels really good and you're just like, man, I just want to throw some more weight on the bar because it's weight's flying up, especially when you're messing around with some mechanics. And like when I was doing push presses, the weight was flying up. I was like, man, I want to go for a PR, but I'm like, nope, it's a deload week. I gotta be conservative with that. But now I'm in my regular training, so I can kind of do a little bit of that more. But yeah, so the deload went really well. I'm glad that I did it the way I did, and not how I usually have done it in the past. My deloads in the past have been essentially when I've been too in pain to go on. So whether it be something like an IT band or knees or back or whatever it may be, I essentially just lifted as hard as I could until I got to the point where it's like, well, I'm just in pain a lot, and so I probably need to take a week off or take a light week and then do that. So I think structuring my deloads and having them planned will allow me to just structure my recovery a lot more, because I think that's something I didn't do as well as I could have in my years of lifting. I've just tried to grind my body into the ground, assuming that it will rebuild itself even stronger than where it was before, and not giving it a chance to breathe and recover with that. But that's really about it that I have to talk about in this video. So if you have any thoughts or comments, please leave them down below. I'm also going to be trying to do some jump cuts in this video. I don't know how much of jump cuts there will be, because I don't remember making too many ums or airs. But if you enjoyed the jump cuts, you think it made the video flow a little bit better, let me know. And if you have any other thoughts or comments about the training or the jump cuts in general, I guess you can leave those down below as well. But yeah, so that's really about it that I have for this video. So thanks for watching, and have a wonderful day.
You held me tight.